Welcome back. Today we're going to run our fourth session of Hidden Shrine of Tamoachan from Tales from the Yawning Portal. And our group of adventurers set out to discover what happened to a cleric of Saloon named Erky Timbers. And after questioning his wife, Mrs. Timbers, they found out that he went to a jungle of Cholt to explore the Hidden Shrine of Tamoachan. Y'all secured passage to a trading post just outside the jungle and followed Erky through a vision. And when lightning struck your feet, you fell plummeting to an underground structure. In the first room, you found several dioramas of the Ullman tribe, and in one of them, you found a miniature shepherd's crook that could be removed from one of the figurines, and it acted as a key to get you out of that first chamber and allows the person carrying it to speak and read the ancient Ullman language. After that, there was a room filled with mud and a crawfish that could speak Ullman. He appeared to be guarding a rock and a bamboo stick in the center of the room. Christopher named the crawfish Lloyd and convinced him to let you skirt along the walls of the room. You went through the eastern doorway and eventually found a secret room containing a tomb of Talokas Papalokas. You eventually opened it up, and two of you had to make a saving throw and failed, which we're going to eventually get around to that. You eventually looted all the mundane gear from him, and he decided to pop up and defend himself. And after y'all thoroughly pushed him back to being dead, y'all looted the rest of the magical gear that he had stored there. As you continued, you found an unstable statue where you were able to remove the obsidian eyes and also a magical sword. In the process, you knocked it over and were attacked by the Lord of the Snails. After some further exploration, you came across a beach with a beautiful woman. She was trying to convince Christopher to free her pet fish, Chuck, who she claimed was stuck at the bottom of the pool. After you decided to ignore her pleas, she attacked. You eventually finished her off and swam down to the bottom of the pool to collect some loot. One of which was the Gloves of Thievery, which helps you disable a device, which you put to good use later on. You continued exploring and discovered a hallway with frescoes of the Ullman tribe. After stumbling upon a trap, you were able to open the secret door by pressing on the image of the sun. The next hallway had 4 statues on the wall. In one of them, you found a magical bracelet. After seeing the next hallway filled with human corpses, you decided to go the other way. You came across a bright light and you followed it past a pit and several traps. The group took a short rest and identified all the magical items attained so far. One of them was a cursed item that whenever Basalt takes damage, he has to make a wisdom saving throw or go into a berserking state. You opened the doors and found a bunch of fire beetles and convinced them to let you pass, and Christopher traded his Lord of the Snails pendant for a magical dagger. In the next room, you found 2 humans that appeared to be dead. They woke up from a deep slumber when Christopher stole from them. After the fight, you traveled west and came across a stone blocking your way. You decided to return and deal with the stone later if needed. Basalt suggested maybe using the axe to cast Pass Wall. The group went back to the fire beetle room and ascended the stairs north, triggering a trap in the process. A boulder rolled down the stairs and knocked Christopher out. At the top of the stairs, Rydell found what appears to be a beholder, but it wasn't actually a beholder, and whenever it took damage, it exploded. Krios and Rydell were diseased in the process by some spore clouds. However, Rydell used his lay on hands to remove the disease from both of you. Don't forget that the fog fills all the rooms, prolonged exposure is causing poison damage, and you also occasionally hear the whispers that claim the darkness comes for the Astral One. Anything else anybody want to add?
I'm just real interested in finding out this darkness, what beef this darkness has with
Yeah, right.
With the Astral One?
Also, you have cast light as a cantrip, don't you?
Yeah, he has light on himself.
Well, no,
Krios
he has the ability
currently.
to cast light, though, doesn't he?
to cast light. Yeah,
Yeah.
Can you
That's what he
cast
did.
light on me?
Krios does, and I do.
yeah, I can. I don't know if that's necessarily like a
I mean, it can't
gonna
hurt.
change anything.
We're gonna fight the darkness with light.
I mean, if the darkness is going to come for me, I may as well be shiny while he does it.
So are you gonna stop
Not wrong.
concentrating, but move light from you to him?
I'll put light on him.
I
Alright,
can
let
put
me-
light on him if you want to keep it on yourself. I have eyes that cantrip too.
Okay, then I will just do it that way.
And then we can have 2 shiny boys.
Yeah, I can cast as a cantrip.
Alright, did that change anything for you, light-wise? Probably not because you're standing right next to...
Well, I'm standing literally right next to Krios.
Yeah, so probably not, but...
Oh no, it did. Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I can see.
All right, so now we got two glowy boys.
The beholder, quote unquote, exploded, right?
Mhm.
So we don't have like
Yeah.
a body to look at then to see
Correct.
like what it was.
No,
if it wasn't
it
the
was-
beholder?
There was a
Okay.
big
was
giant spore
just-
cloud afterwards.
Yeah, it was just a giant ball of spores.
Yeah, I just want to make sure there's nothing left to like see what it was that wasn't a beholder.
I mean, if you want to hang out in the spore cloud, you're welcome to try.
Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna pass on that.
Right now, do you need some healing?
Probably wouldn't be a bad idea.
What do we have? Let's see what we got for healing, because we haven't long rested since we got
Yeah.
here.
And I've only got 5 lay on hands left because I had used 10 of them.
I've only got 3 second level spell slots and a 3rd level spell slot left.
I mean, I've still got a decent amount of potions on me. I've got 9 left.
Do y'all want to try to long rest, or
I mean, we could, but that we'd be long resting in the poison.
I'm willing to try and do a long rest. I just don't think it's going to go well.
I don't think our DM
But
would hurt us for resting, right? You wouldn't do that.
well,
Well, he has
Where
are
already.
we?
we'd
Let's
fail
see.
the long rest. That would be the deal. There's a good chance we fail the long rest.
Can we long
Just
rest
trying
if we're
to-
even in a poison cloud? If we're constantly being poisoned, can we even get a long rest in technically?
The answer is no.
We can stop having that conversation, then I'll use it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can't long rest when you're taking ongoing damage.
Okay. So do we want to go this path or this path?
We can go down the other path, but it's well, we may as well. It'll take us back to where we came from.
This path?
Yeah, if we go down here, this is where that boulder was, or the big square block.
Oh, it's that you gotta go that direction, yeah.
Congratulations, you found the other way to the big square block. That is a big ramp that goes down, and there's rollers all the way down.
So we don't want to step on those then.
But we never did move the block and go
You never
direction
did?
of
No, but we might as well just continue with this path instead of trying to go all the way back again.
so back up and around the other way.
Yeah.
Okay.
One thing I will mention is that although you can't take a long rest, you have been successful taking short rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't recharge spell slots though,
No, but it lets you use hit die.
and then we'll immediately take damage again.
Yeah. That's what happened last time.
Yeah.
It just depends on how low you are, if you need it there or not.
Let's just keep going.
Try and get our way out of this poison.
All right,
for once.
so once y'all catch up to Krios, I will explain something.
I see something right here.
My thing had to reset. Give me a second.
Yeah, I've had to reload a couple times. It's not doing great.
As you approach a bend in the passage, you see a series of faint line drawings on the wall depicting people playing a game that uses a ball and has goals on either side of the playing field. And you see this.
Is that a ball flying at us?
Not necessarily at you.
But it's flying around
Oh,
in the
Yay, the
vicinity.
Aztec ball game. Whoop whoop. Everybody get their hips ready.
I'd be more excited if the ball wasn't covered in blood.
That's not blood. That's just like
But basically,
Red
those are the
tape.
goals. And then you see one kind of like at the end right next to you. And hang on,
so the goal is the mouth, I guess. Kind of like a mouth.
to be answered once Roll20 starts
Yeah, no problem.
acting right again. But I believe so, if memory serves me correct. So you see that small cut in the wall
Mm-hmm.
right
Right
there?
there?
Yeah, so that's like the opening in the mouth. Etched on top of the slab are several glyphs, obscured by a layer of dust. This writing in Ulman reads, "Dare not open this pit unless you be willing to meet the challenge of Pelota.
So I just read that to everybody.
Dare not open
Maybe-
this pit unless you be willing to meet the
What-
challenge of
What
Pelota."
pit? Is the pit the mouth hole?
No, the thing you're standing on. It's like a capstone.
I'm just guessing that a religion check might do something about knowledge of Pelota.
It'd be more of a history check.
God damn it. There goes my good roll. Damn, that was almost an 18.
Nailed it. Just get that one out of the way now. I still don't understand the riddle. Open the pit. I'm very confused. What are we opening?
I don't think we're in any shape to be facing any challenges at the moment.
Like you could pry that stone off of the floor.
Wait, there's a stone on the floor, or is it in the wall?
Yeah. So there is a capstone that you're on top of, the big X thing.
I don't
I don't
see a
see a
big
big X thing.
What?
Really?
I think it's on the
okay.
GM layer, not our layer.
I don't see
That's-
any
Or the map
X.
layer.
That's dumb.
I think
There.
it's only for you.
Ah,
That is dumb as fuck.
Are we supposed to see that?
okay. So what is
What we do
this?
Yeah, at the place where the quarter bends is a capstone that seemingly covers a hole in the floor. Etched on top of the floor are several glyphs. This writing in Almond reads, "Do not open the pit unless you be willing to meet the challenge of Pelota." I thought that was on the map. I thought it was pretty obvious, but apparently it was on the GM layer. So Roll20 done fucked me up.
So we just
So-
like walk over it and keep going? And just
You
ignore
could.
this challenge?
Where's the
Good.
ball?
There is no ball
Why is there a ball in the image?
because that's what they gave me.
Look, man, you're asking so many questions.
So how would we open this thing if we were going to open it then?
Right, open with our weapons.
Do something with interact with the opening right here?
You could probably just pry it open.
No,
Oh.
if it only has somebody with a glaive, that might really do it for us.
I mean, I don't know what you want to do. You want to
Let's like keep on walking. I am not ready to face the challenge.
keep
Yeah,
on
I mean,
walking?
I'd prefer to find a place where the poison ends. Maybe we come back to that after we've discovered that.
No pelota ball for you. Okay.
No floatable
Well,
for us.
I
Yeah.
guess I'm just making some perception checks in case there's traps trying to drop us into what's her face, Pelota's lair.
Definitely gonna check for traps.
I'm gonna stay way in the back after that boulder incident.
No, you don't see any traps. All you see along the hallway are, different imagery of people playing this game, and they're
Okay.
like tossing a ball around.
Oh, and then is there another opening here?
Yep.
Another thing here in the capstone?
There's no capstone there.
Just a base with a glowing circle in the middle.
I'm gonna do some
Yep.
extra perception just in case. Oh god.
No, y'all don't see anything other than
Alright.
this door.
I'll go ahead and thaumaturgy the door.
So I think you're gonna feel right at home in this room. This oddly shaped room is decorated in a cat motif. The center of the southeastern wall is carved to resemble the face of a snarling lion with howling eyes. Near the center of the room is a stuffed tiger poised as if on the prowl. The tiger's left ear has been torn off, leaving a jagged scar on the head. Also near the middle of the room stands a stone statue of a tiger-headed man holding a spear. In several other spots on the floor are stuffed domesticated cats in various poses, sitting, stalking, pouncing, and one is begging, pawing in the air. One of these cats in the center of the room has been knocked over and chewed on. Its stuffing is falling out. Hung on the walls are several skins of lions and leopards, tiger heads. Along the northwest wall of the chamber, a large calendar stone is mounted on the wall above a stone table or altar. The statue of the cat man depicts a tall human male that seems to be wearing a tiger face mask and is clad only in a loincloth. A jagged scar runs across the left side of his chest above the heart, and his chest is sunken and bony. The spear is stone-hafted but bears a silvery head.
So like by stuffed cats, do you mean like taxidermy stuffed or like fake animal stuff?
Like taxidermy stuffed.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean this is an ancient tomb. I don't think they had
I mean, I don't know how industrious the Mayans may or may not have the Olmec
Aztecs,
people
yeah.
may or may not have been.
Go ahead. Let's see.
All right, so which one do you want us to go in first?
Well,
I
I'm
think
already
right
in
now I
here.
took that. I
I'm
think,
gonna
yeah, I
look,
think right now I already took that one.
looking around the room to see any signs of movement or anything
Also,
living in here.
if you remember a description, there was a statue of a human wearing it with a spear and a tiger head or a cat head. There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh,
Oh, it's a
what's
statue.
that in his
Statue.
chest?
Okay.
Is that a socket in his chest?
A jagged scar runs across the left side of his chest above the heart, and his chest is sunken and bony.
Tony. Okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3 sets of doors.
Does the calendar tell us anything?
Yeah.
Yes. The calendar, a great wheel of stone, is carved from limestone. In the center of the calendar, the symbol of a sun surrounded with various sigils depicting seasons of the year. The stone is 10 feet across and is mounted 5 feet above the floor over a stone altar. On the altar rests a ceremonial dagger of flint and a jade cat statue. At the foot of the altar is a stuffed cat, poised as if begging or attempting to catch something in the air.
All the descriptions of these rooms make it seem like it's like a puzzle that we're just completely missing every time we
Yeah,
walk
I
into one of
know,
these.
100%. Like, I feel like there's
it's
some
one of those where,
major
like-
puzzle to solve to like get the answer. Yeah.
Yeah, but without it being like properly visualized, it's hard to.
Yeah, I will say Wizards of the Coast, some of their things and all the modules I've done, they're not really great with making it obvious what you're supposed to do.
Well, and this is old school. This is from 2A.
This is first edition.
First edition, and it dates back to the original.
Do these doors look locked?
Can I investigate the man statue?
Oh God!
Yeah,
He
sure.
He really
Go ahead
likes
and roll it.
touching inanimate.
You're
humanoid
gonna start
objects,
tapping his
don't you?
junk to see if he's actually alive.
Just like have a firm handhold.
He's gonna get us ambushed again.
I'll do a perception check.
Forgot to
Let me
put your
look at those nights.
forgot to put your glasses back on.
I'm still recovering from that boulder squish.
You don't notice anything unusual about this statue.
The statue on the thing next to the calendar was like a jade lion, though, wasn't it?
Oh, the one that was on the table was a jade cat looking up as if to catch something, right?
Jade statue of a cat, yeah.
Yep.
Dagger of flint and a jade statue of a cat.
Okay,
Well, none of those are going to fit into the guy's heart, so.
Yep, let me percept the tiger statue instead. Do we think there's a heart inside the stuffed tiger, but they cut it out and put it inside the man? Or am I overthinking that?
Something tells me that is overthinking, but you might be right. I'm not sure.
I'm trying to receive. I'm doing a real bad job.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to walk down here and give this door down here a nudge. See if I can open it.
Okay. You can, in fact, open it.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to open that.
We just
And
come back to this
another
room.
plain old tunnel. Great.
Let me save this room for later. Come back to it.
I feel like I've heard that before.
This map is a lot of tunnels.
Yeah,
Yep.
we've got like several rooms left to explore. We have to come back to.
If you ever come back to them.
Christopher always does a full clear.
Okay.
Sometimes a hallway's just a hallway.
Yeah.
And sometimes the boulder trap.
Cigar is just a cigar.
Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and try and open this door then as well.
All right, we open the door.
Hang on, let me back it up first before I get right now. Get the
Door is opened. The floor of this room is covered with a layer of fine gray dust and ash, 3 inches deep. Across the room, opposite where you entered, is another set of double doors. There are 2 empty alcoves to the north and south. On the small ledges in each corner of the room are pieces of what appear to be broken pottery. As you move into the room, your steps send motes of dust and ash swirling into the air, and these clouds form into shapes. First, from the ash, a dusty phantom assumes the shape of a woman. Her face is forlorn and tear-streaked. She throws up her hands in despair, rushes into one of the alcoves, and disappears. Immediately afterward, 2 more dusty phantoms emerge. Mighty warriors armed with jagged-edged swords and bearing fierce weapons. They move to block the doorway opposite where you entered.
And she disappeared into one of these 2 alcoves.
Yeah, she disappeared in one of the alcoves.
Hey, but wait, come back.
There we go. They stand at the other end of the door, at the end of the room.
Anything else of note in the room?
As you're asking this, you hear the darkness comes for the astral one.
Yeah,
Oh.
whatever.
Rydell, you're so far.
So, no, they're just kind of like standing at the edge of the door.
Ask him how the hell we get out of this poison.
They take a defensive stance. Are you going to try and talk to him?
Me or Rydell?
Either?
Yeah, I'll step up, but not too close. I'd step up close enough to make like polite conversation.
Ask them about the darkness.
As you walk up, they're going to charge and
Uh-oh.
swing at you.
God damn it.
Fantastic.
And when they do, they disappear and like turn into dust as they like pass through you.
Oh, shit. Like the mummy.
Oh, gross. God damn it. These robes. Oh.
And
The worst temple ever.
You turn around coughing and you're just covered in dust.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck, this is the worst temple I've ever explored.
And then there's some more that sprout up in the alcoves.
Oh, shit. Did anything actually happen to
He got
Christopher?
dusty.
He just got dusty? Okay.
These guys are
Lung
still
da-
dusty too.
Yeah.
I have lung damage now.
Well, if these guys are just dusty, I'm just gonna walk across the room.
They're
and try
giving you
and open the door.
mesothelioma.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna move over here and try and open this door.
Okay. And they're going to try and attack you and turn into dust as you kick open the door.
Like as
And
I walk out, it's like, okay, chill. Jeez, we're just passing through.
I pull out my inhaler and take a hit.
you see another hallway.
Yay,
The door
more
at the end.
hallways.
This is creepy. I don't understand how, like, there's all these things, and, like, so far, it feels like we should be interacting and, like, solving something, and there's, like, nothing.
So are you opening
I'm
this door
gonna-
again?
Yes.
One of
Opening
those
this door.
dungeons.
Yeah.
You know, pull a lever and George's gonna go, you hear a distant clicking noise in another room.
All right. So this room opens up into a bigger room and another description.
A proper room.
I wouldn't call this proper. It's looking a little rough.
This enormous chamber is 30 feet tall with mighty buttressing and vaulted ceilings. Part of the ceilings and walls have collapsed, and raw earth has spilled down from a gaping hole in the eastern wall. Crushed beneath a fallen block in the center of the room are humanoid remains. Elsewhere around the floor are chewed and decayed corpses of baboons. Through a hole in the eastern ceiling, daylight and fresh air filter in. Above through this gap can be seen 4 baboons. They are jumping around the hole and screaming in agitation. And as they do, dirt begins to slide down the banks and rocks in the walls shift slightly. So basically, there's a hole in the ceiling. Light's coming through. There's 4 baboons up there, and as they dance around doing baboonery stuff, rocks and dirt come crumbling down from where that hole was at. This air does feel like it feels like some of the air is going up and outwards, so it feels much safer here than the rest of the dungeon. Yeah, so the hole is way over here.
Okay.
Walk around. It's over there. Actually, I am gonna look around for any signs of
The door over here.
traps.
The
And
door
as
over
you
here. Door over here.
Man, I'm not perceiving today.
as you're stepping in the room, the baboons start screaming and hollering louder and louder. And then I need everybody to stop where they're at, and we're gonna roll initiative.
Oh, what
Ah,
happens
great.
when I get to the front? He waits till I get to the front of the line.
Why do you get to the front in the first place? That's the problem.
Christopher's a man of action in his overwhelming confidence. Oh, was inspiration start of every session or every long rest, or how does that work? again?
Every
How's
every
it?
session.
Session. Okay.
It's a house rule, but every session. Here we go.
Oh, it's on me.
It jumps out of this pile here, and there would be a surprise round if somebody wasn't wielding a specific dagger.
You're welcome.
Hey, buddy.
That didn't stop him from getting a 21, though. On initiative.
No, but it would have meant he would have gone twice.
Right. Just like the
Can
pillar.
I talk to him? Where's my animal friendship?
From one end of the snake, he's going to
From one
make
end.
he's gonna make a bite attack.
Would that be the head?
I was gonna say, does it
Yeah.
have like more than one
Or
head?
does he have multiple mouths?
And the
Is it
other one has a
cloaca?
different mouth as well, yeah. So
Oh,
there's
what?
two heads. There's
This
a
is-
head on each end of the snake here.
The cat dog of snakes, I guess.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. There's a head on
Ah.
each end of this snake. So yeah, the
really-
first attack's gonna hit you for 13 damage.
Yeah, no, cool. That's cool. I like that.
And the second one, instead of trying to bite you, he's going to start to constrict around you
Please me.
for 13 bludgeoning damage, and you are restrained.
Cool. Yeah, love it.
It's your turn. You
Yeah,
are
I'm trying to figure this out
restrained.
real quick. I am restrained. Yep. Okay, I don't have a thing for this. Well, let me put it in chat maybe tonight. I have an ability, but I don't think I can display in. Okay, if I hit display in BTT, will that put it in?
Yeah, it should.
He'll put the text of it.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're on the bottom half, where it says Necrotic Shroud. The DC I have for this is 15.
To be frightened of you?
So I transform, and then it has to make a DC 15 charisma save, or be frightened.
All right. He is frightened. So he has disadvantage to attack you and can't move willingly closer.
I will just touch myself and use Cure Wounds. I got an 11. Yay!
My Roll20 catch up.
Yeah.
All right. Basalt.
All right. Well, let's start off fun and enrage.
I'm gonna shell out. Don't worry, guys. I got this.
A 6, which is until your rage ends, I'm surrounded by multicolored lights. Everybody in 10 feet of me gets a +1 to AC.
Like we have to remain within 10 feet of you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it's currently just curiosity. If he moves closer, it would probably hit Rhino.
Yeah. I'm moving up to here, and I
Yeah.
will just regular attack.
That'll hit.
10,
All right.
Oh god, if he
22
gets
to hit.
if he gets hit and his curse goes off and I get killed, I swear to God.
16 damage.
22 to hit, so we have 16 damage.
All right.
And
Krios.
not reckless attack. Just so you know, so you don't
That's
get
fair.
advantage.
That's fair. Krios, it's your turn.
All right. Unsure of the strength we're dealing with, but fuck it. We're doing this. So I'll cast that. I'm gonna walk over to here, and I will bonus action heal your boy for 9.
Who's am I your boy?
It's a 30
Yeah.
foot radius.
Yeah. It's don't worry about healing me, bro. I got this. It's cool. I got this. I've dealt with worse. It's fine.
All right. Everything's lighting up in the room.
We're at the disco.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna look like a disco floor in a second here.
Nobody panic.
Rydell.
All right, I'm gonna step over here,
That's pretty awesome.
and then I'm going to attack.
That'll hit.
21. 11.
All right.
Then attack again. Or 10.
All right.
And I'm good.
Time for my little snaky friend.
Now remember, it can attack me, but it's technically scared.
He's got disadvantage on the attack roll. Correct. So he's just going to try and squeeze on tight with his constrict.
Bring it.
With disadvantage, I rolled an 18.
With disadvantage, you rolled 18. Okay, cool.
Yep. The other one was a crit.
Jordan, turn cheats off.
um, So 14 bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled.
Was I not grappled before? And I was restricted before.
Sorry. While you are grappled, you have the restricted condition.
Oh,
It's
okay.
one of them.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
One of them, the monster thingies, you know.
Yeah, I'm with you. I got you.
And then the other one's going to bite Basalt.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna hit you for 15 piercing damage.
What's the wisdom save? DC 15. Hey, 16.
Ooh, cutting it close. And that's the end of his turn. Christopher, you're being hugged.
Yeah, being real tight. Too much physical contact. I have disadvantage, and I'm grappled. Can I make a strength check to be ungrappled?
You can escape with an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Yeah, so I have a -1 and a 0. Decisions.
Need to hit the gym more often.
Yeah. I don't usually find myself restrained outside of the bedroom.
Or in the
Or
bedroom.
in the bedroom.
Let me do an acrobatics check. Maybe I'll get lucky. That was a 20 up until the last second. It tipped into the 8.
You're still hugged.
Is that a full action to roll that check?
Yep.
I believe so, yeah. That's it. Yay, me. The end.
Basalt.
Do I use everything? I'm just gonna attack again. Ooh, that's a fail.
No one hits.
13 slashing damage. Actually, 15 slashing damage.
All right. Is that your second
Alright.
attack, or did you use your inspiration?
No, that was my second attack. I didn't use inspiration.
All right. Krios.
All right, bonus action. Throw in some healing. Oh my lord.
Did you hit me for 3?
Fuck it. Can I inspiration that?
No, it's only on d20s, really.
Boo.
Right?
You get 3 healing.
I'll take it.
All right. I guess I'm just gonna hit this thing. Do we turn it sideways? Okay, we'll turn it sideways. Shit. Now we'll inspiration. Come on. It literally is like about to roll to a 20 in the little
That's what happened with my
visual
acrobatics
display.
check.
All right.
Right.
Well, that's my turn. I did so much.
Thank you, Krios.
You're welcome.
Rydell, it's your turn.
Go ahead and give a power attack try. Why not? 14?
Do you think that hits?
I don't know, does it?
My question was, do you think it hits?
I mean, I haven't been paying attention to the hit rolls because all the ones that I had were pretty high.
The answer is yes, it does hit.
Oh, damn.
And you're going to finish it off.
Oh yeah.
Yay!
So yeah, as I like cut downward, like overhead swing the glaive and chop like all the kind of like he's constricted around Christopher, right?
Just, yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
just with very high degree of precision, I'm just gonna slice all the rings around him from top to bottom.
Just straight down.
So it just kind of like flops over all around him.
We are out of combat. However, I'm not going to rob Krios of his spell. So if he wants to continue,
Yeah.
How many heals do I get?
I think it's 10 rounds. It's the duration. I'm double checking. Up to a minute, so that's 10 rounds, right?
10 rounds. So you've done 2 rounds so
2.
far.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we'll throw 2 at you. Take 7. And we'll throw another
All
2
right.
at you. It's just 6. Yeah. Okay. So we'll throw. Ooh, that's good.
To me?
Yeah. So that's 10 for you. We may come back to you.
I'm good.
That
there.
was-
nothing. I'm good there.
That was that's 5 rolls total, so I got 5 more.
Yep.
Damn.
So we'll throw this one on Basalt. And then here's one for Rydell. Here's one for me. Yeah, so 2 left.
He's doing this. Can I
Dude.
get in the snake?
We'll do 1 more for me and 1 more for Rydell, I think.
The
But
answer to your
for
question
Rydell, oh god, isn't that for me?
is the same as I said before. If you want to take the time to try and skin this, you can. But it will take a very long time to try and skin this thing.
Can I get like enough for a pair of boots only, but not the whole snake?
Going to take a very long time.
Damn it!
Okay,
Okay,
well,
I'll
in
leave it
light
alone
of
for now.
skinning the dang thing, I'm gonna search the
I'll
body
leave it alone.
for anything useful. See if he swallowed anything valuable other than baboon parts.
Other than baboon.
Nothing inside the intestines of the snake, but you do realize that it's a little bit easier to breathe in this room compared to
Yeah, I was
everywhere
about
else
to
you've
say
been so
there's
far.
a hole in this where,
It's
It's-
venting.
well, is it possible for us to get out through the hole, or is it too small?
It's pretty small.
Can I make a perception check in the room as a whole?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. God, what the fudge monkeys, man? What's happening tonight?
You do find that whenever the snake was getting bounced around, was getting beaten around, a tooth came out, and you find a tooth as a keepsake.
I take that for sure. 1000% I take that.
You find it because it's kind of like sticking into you.
I was gonna say, is it in me? Is that why I find it?
Yes.
Well, if
Attached
we're
to my
breathing
thigh
better,
is a snake dude.
That makes me think we can long rest if there's enough fresh air in here.
I mean, this is the
That's all.
place to try it. If we can't climb out of the hole, this is the place to try to camp out for a little bit.
All right. So Rydell, as you start to step on some of the rubble, you find that it is extremely hard to move around in the rubble, and the more you move around, the more like stuff falls down around you.
Okay.
Like, okay, you're making it worse, basically.
Well, it's very slippery. Like we can't climb out.
And yes, it's making it worse.
Well, yeah. I am making what worse though? Like, is the hole getting smaller or?
No, like the stuff you were standing on is like crumbling
Ah.
as well.
I mean, it's
You have-
rubble
it's
already.
the
like, I'm
pile's
here.
getting, yeah.
So, do you want to make an attempt to do a rest here?
I mean, that
I think
sounds
we
good
need
to
to.
me. And with my mace of warning, we can't be surprised even when we're sleeping.
Oh, there we go.
The weapon magically awakens you and your companions with range if any of you are sleeping naturally when combat begins.
So y'all attempting to take a long rest?
That would be my guess. Yes.
Yeah.
That's my vote.
Yeah.
Is everybody going to be within 30 feet of Rydell?
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna get
was.
right up one right now.
You'll
We're
need
gonna
to
share
be
a sleeping bag.
for the mace of warning to work. So,
We're gonna share.
of course, 30 feet is quite a ways, so you don't have to be like right up on me.
Yeah.
Nope. We're best buds.
All right. So while you are resting, things and stuff are going to happen. As you're going to think about everything you've done and what got you into this hellhole to begin with. And based off your experiences, you're going to say that you're going to fight better and you're going to level up.
Yay!
Fuck yeah.
Sweet.
Just keep in mind that you are still on the clock trying to find Erky.
Okay, so I take the long rest was successful though.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you can go add a level to whatever and level up in D&D Beyond.
Confirm it. That work?
All right. So you finish your long rest, you level up. What have you guys decided you're doing?
Well, we've got 3 doors here, and we've got several areas of the temple that we have yet to explore. There's the southern area by the heads in the wall. There's the area by the square block, which according to my rudimentary map skills might connect. And then
Well,
there's
you've
the
got,
the
you've also
cat
got
room.
Dispel Curse too as well.
I do remove curse, but it is a 3rd level spell, so it's one of those like before a long rest you burn your other spells with that. So as
you
it stands, you
prefer I
guys
go
are still
crazy
cursed.
before you try and cure. You mean you and I are still cursed?
Oh,
Yes. So is Rydell, and so is so is Krios, and so is Basalt.
They're not cursed. When do they get cursed?
They're
They're
not
items.
cursed. Oh, we've got cursed items.
They're
Yes.
cursed items, yeah. Yours
That's
are
different.
Your items are cursed.
Which remove curse works on those two.
Yeah. That's why I mentioned it.
You know what? I didn't choose my spell. What do I have available?
Now the thing about remove curse for items though is that it doesn't remove the curse from the item, but it lets you remove the item.
Is curse considered a condition?
I don't think so.
Because I think in 5e, if an item is cursed and you attune to it, you cannot You can't take it back off. It's stuck with it, basically.
Oh,
Unless
so
they cast remove. If they cast remove curse, you can remove the item from them. And the item is still
so
cursed.
the item stays cursed, but they can then take it off and throw it away. It's
so
right
the
there.
affliction that Christopher and I would not be a curse. It's something else.
It could be a curse. It could be something else. You don't know. Probably a curse.
I consult with the party. I say, guys, I have after that sleep, I feel revised, and my God came to me in my slumber and bestowed upon me the knowledge to remove curses after he saw me exploring in this temple. However, it cost a great deal of my magical ability to do so. Do we think it's worth it to try and remove the curse on Rydell and myself, or should I save my magical power until later? So I basically put it to a vote to the party.
I could probably also offer some of my divinely granted abilities to remove one of the curses.
Do you have that as a spell?
So would you like to do that? What'd you say?
Do you have the remove curse as a spell, or is it something different?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
It's on my spell list, you
He's a cleric.
borrower.
Oh yeah, that's right. I took it from you. I forgot to take it from the cleric spell. Doesn't mean you have it.
I
Doesn't
forgot
mean
that
you,
I was supposed to choose a spell, and so I just chose remove curse.
Well, you can change your spells daily, right? Per rest, you can switch all your
Yeah.
spells up.
But like, I got a new prepared, like a new spell slot to prepare.
Yeah,
or whatever.
known spells.
Yeah, not known spells. I know them all. I just
Or number of prepared spells.
Yeah.
Sorry, for me it's known spells.
yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
So I just selected remove curse.
Okay, so team, both Krios and myself can remove a curse. Personally, I would rather save my magic ability for combat if it's needed for attacking. I don't know if
Wow.
Krios.
Says the person who hasn't had the darkness coming for them for the past 3 sessions.
I'm not saying no. I'm saying Krios can use his curse to help you. It's not. I'm not saying not to do it. I'm saying between the two of us, I would let him uncurse you, and I would just stay cursed.
What is this curse doing to you guys?
We
Remind
have
me
no
again.
idea.
The darkness is coming for me, whatever that means.
Oh,
No,
that's your
that's
curse.
tied. We don't know if that's tied to the curse or not, because you and I both were afflicted by something. So, DM, that whisper, do we all hear that, or do just Rydell, or just Rydell and myself?
I thought we all heard it.
Yeah, you all heard it.
Yeah, I was pretty sure we all heard it.
So I don't think that has anything to do with what happened to us, Rydell.
You really think that there's just a voice out there that's like, fuck the Astro Elf this whole dungeon?
Yes. I mean, I understand the point you're making. I'm just saying if it was because it happened to us, there'd be no reason for them to hear it. And also, I'm not astral, so.
I mean, it seems like it's been used as.
Together we can make it to the end.
Oh.
I was gonna say it seemed like the voice was reminding us of something impending that was going to happen that wasn't going to be good. That was related to.
We could save all of the curses. We could use it any time. We could save it until we see a definitive result of it.
So wait until it kills me and then try and uncurse me.
I'm not.
Well,
You're not going
uncurse
to
your corpse.
die.
Sure, fine. We can wait until we see what happens. Why not?
I think we should just. Do you want to just go ahead and uncurse? Get the curses gone.
Well,
Just in
so
case?
uncurse me, and then if it starts saying that that the darkness is coming for Christopher, then we'll know that it was linked, and I was right.
We'll also know if
I
it
was
is
right.
a curse and not something else.
If it's still coming from the Astro one, then I was wrong, and we need to figure out what that is.
I mean, we could just uncurse both of you and then still see what's coming for the. The darkness is still coming. I don't understand why we have to only uncurse one of you.
Well, it's that Christopher doesn't want to use his spell slot. That's why. So
Oh, you only have how many spell slots do you have?
I only have 3 level spell slots.
Same here.
Okay, I'll
We'll
use
both have
one
2.
on.
only
I'll
3.
uncurse
I'm worried about using
I'll
one.
uncurse myself. You uncurse Rydell.
Okay.
Okay, there
Okay,
we go.
I'll let you go. I'll let you go first. See if this
Deal.
actually is
I
good.
will attempt to remove the curse from Rydell.
All right. It feels pretty good.
I
Do
yeah.
you feel good, Rydell? Do you feel different?
Oh, did that not do anything? Really? God damn it.
No, wait.
Wait,
It didn't
It
work.
did. It removed a curse.
It removed
It removed a curse, but I've still got a black skull. Oh, okay, there we go. That's what I was
Okay,
waiting
so-
for. I was
so
like, I
you
still see a
feel-
black skull on
It takes a little while, okay?
You feel different. You feel different. Got it. Seeing that it worked, I removed my curse. I slap it on the shoulder. I'm like, well, buddy, looks like we're in the clear.
for now, as long as Basalt doesn't go berserk.
And then we immediately hear a voice. The darkness comes to the actual one.
Yeah. So do we want
Alright,
to check
well.
these doors, or do
Yeah.
we want to go back?
I walk over and I this is Sparta kick this door open.
Well, as you go to like kick the door, you hear whispers say, "The darkness does not deal in common curses. We have our own plans for you, Astral One."
Oh, great.
Boom! Denied.
Dude,
Well, at least
pretty
we're
sure
not
it's just
cursed
saying-
anymore.
the darkness
pretty
is
sure
in
it's
your
just-
head.
A random thing saying "fuck the Astral Elf" in this dungeon.
Pretty much, yeah. Lovely.
So you're Sparta-ing this door,
Yeah,
Christopher.
this is Sparta. And I just kick the door open.
Make an athletics check.
I break my foot in the process. 11.
You like kick it, and it barely creaks open a little bit, but it opens.
I just run through before anyone notices that how weak that kick was. The fuck are we going? What a surprise! A hallway.
This looks like one of them hallways you don't come out of.
I'm gonna go ahead and make a perception check, looking for traps ahead. Gosh darn it. Dice do not like me.
You feel like that curse might be still affecting you.
Hey!
Oh, there we go. These
Um,
Krios.
Looks like Rydell's still in the dark.
Oh, ouch.
Jeez.
You're very confident that you can walk down the rest of this hallway.
My lion senses are not tingling.
Hey, there's stairs. don't know
Holy
if they're going
shit.
up or
Did we
down.
find the exit?
Remember, the narrow part is the bottom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did we find the exit?
You find some stairways leading up.
Well, if we saw light from that hole, then do we see light ahead of us?
You do not.
Stay down here where it's safe.
I'll go up.
Yeah, same.
All right, hang on right there.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna not move then.
Oh, great. And of course, we both went up.
Mm-hmm.
I learned my lesson last time.
You hear this the sound of like this rolling noise, and then I need both of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Easy.
Oh.
Good luck, sir.
Basalt, that's right, Basalt your way out of there. Krios, you take 5 damage. Rydell, you take 10 fire damage. As this
Fire
this
damage.
hot mist comes like blasting down the stairway. And then y'all are going up the rest of the stairway, I'm assuming.
Ooh, y'all watch those last few steps.
We found the darkness.
Thanks a lot, Rydell.
I moved all
Should
you
we go
up
back
the
down and finish
stairs.
the rest of the? Should we go back down and finish the rest of the temple?
You can.
Jordan's
You might be down there.
done moving us and be like, oh,
He
actually,
was over here.
we want to go back down and finish what we were doing.
I mean, I just
Well,
copied and pasted, so it's
What
not
does
like I
the
can't
air feel
switch
like
back.
up here?
Oh, actually, there's something I got to do since y'all triggered the trap.
Nice.
GM. All right. So basically, as you walked up the stairs, you stepped on a plate, and that big statue right there breathed fire down the stairway.
Can we?
Oh.
Are we supposed to see a secret door right there?
Yes, because that rolling you heard was the door opening.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Hey, is there
front of the
poison
dragon.
up
I
here?
can breathe through the door.
There is no poison up here.
Wait, I'm sorry, you cut out. Just there is.
There is no poison up
Oh,
here.
Okay. Let's just stay up here. I like it better up here.
Yeah, I mean, we can always circle back after we've beaten the big baddie.
No, yeah, after we
Unless
beat the
we can
boss,
get
we can go back and clear rest of the dungeon before we leave.
That's usually, I mean, that's what we've been doing in our previous adventures. Like, we just kind of go until we,
Kill
Get
the
to the
boss
end,
and then
and
clear the
then-
dungeon.
yeah, and then go through and get any doors we missed. Looks like we're into more hallways.
Yeah, better keep rolling my
Love-
perceptions. Checking the hallway,
Yeah, I
for the
stay in the back
sweeps,
now. I
beeps.
learned my lesson.
listening for the sweeps and the beeps and the creeps. Sweep it again. But we're not sleeping so good.
Mm, boop,
Oh, yeah.
boop.
What do I see down
we
at
see that.
the west end?
At the western end of this corridor is a pile of golden coins heaped on the floor. At the top of the gold rests a skull missing its lower jaw in the right eye socket.
Absolute bait.
A black spider has made it home. Several bones are piled with the coins, and the hilt of a broken sword thrust up from the mass.
This is absolute bait.
Rydell, what are you perceiving with that?
Pile. See if there's any
The
more.
pile?
Anything else I can.
You can go next to the pile to perceive it?
I didn't say I went next to it.
I'm asking, are you perceiving from there or are you perceiving close to it?
How close do you think I need to be?
Depends on what kind of description you want.
I'll look at it from my reach distance. How about that?
It just looks like a bunch of coins.
Never just a bunch of coins.
As Krios walks by, he's going to notice something completely different.
Oh, I noticed the secret door.
Secret door.
I smell something
Secret doors
secretive.
times 2.
My passive perception is 14, if that matters.
All
DC was 15. It
right.
matters.
Got it.
There aren't traps on secret doors, are there?
There definitely could be.
Who traps
would
a
you-
secret door?
Who throws a shoe? I don't see a trap.
The people who write.
You do not see a trap, no. No, you don't.
All right. Well, I'm gonna open this secret door.
You see a hallway.
Common theme in this dungeon, huh?
Yep.
Well, before we get down this hallway, I'm going to go ahead and poke the pile with my glaive.
So as you poke the coins, it's almost as if it doesn't your glaive kind of goes through it, doesn't actually the coins don't actually move.
Oh.
I've seen this. It's called a hologram.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, then yeah, screw that pile. I'm not interested anymore.
But
Small
before we
hologram.
go any further, actually, I want to try to cast thaumaturgy on these doors back here. Whoa!
We're supposed to be able to see the.
It's like a
trap
blood
line and
trail.
everything.
You're supposed to see the trail, yep.
What can you describe the rest of the trail?
Yeah.
If y'all get close at the door, sure.
I'm at the door.
All right.
I'm perceiving. Just in case. God, my rolls are getting worse every roll.
Looks like a circuit board.
Y'all the
but
most
open up.
ADD group I've ever seen in my life. Like this door and that door and this door and that door.
Well, I'm just I like none of these doors are giving us any idea of what we're walking into, and so I
It's
just
a dungeon of hall. It's just hallway, man. We're just gonna find something good.
it's hallways and pseudo like fake puzzles.
Right. Yeah.
Like something that makes you think we're solving a puzzle, and then there's
A curse at the end.
yeah. And
all you get is a curse.
Congratulations for solving this puzzle. You're now cursed.
You've now pissed off the darkness.
All right. This room is decorated with a bizarre diorama depicting the land of the dead. Small, brightly painted clay statues have been placed about the room to represent the inhabitants of this realm and the unfortunate people they have taken into their care. In the center of the room, the floor rises to form a small hill. A group of small figurines seem to be struggling to roll a boulder up the hill, while a devil drives them on. Above the hill, in the ceiling, is a glowing spot that illuminates the entire chamber with an eerie silver light.
Holy
A
shit!
cobblestone path leads from the western door to the foot of the hill. A similar path runs eastward and then veers south. Several sections of the diorama around the perimeter of the room depict different environments in the land of the dead. In the western end of the room is a region of burning sands. There devils torture those who have been unfortunate enough to fall into their hands. Along the southern side is a grassy plain where people frolic and hunt antelope and deer. North of the grassy plain and south of the hill, the floor opens into a model of a canyon. A river of lava flows down it, while flames lick the walls. East of the hill, in a side area of the room, is a counterpart to this fiery canyon and icy waste. To the north of the hill is a putrid, bubbling marsh where figures strive to keep their heads above the surface. From out of the marsh, a black, torpid river wends its way past the northern edge of the hill and flow west to pour over the lip of the steam-filled chasm in the northwest corner of the room. Within this dark chasm, worms pursue the fleeing form of naked people. In the south corner of the room, on the eastern wall, is a barred door.
Fucking
Wow.
bards, man.
Was a lot.
It was a lot.
So I'm gonna walk into the room.
How about maybe let somebody else walk into the room first?
Maybe that's something else. They're fine. I'm just trying to understand: is everything okay? Let me ask a question before I walk into there. Make sure the way it was written was weird. So the whole room is a big diorama,
Correct.
and then all the things, the grassy plain, the torpid river, the putrid bubbling marsh, that's all just depicted, or there actually is lava flowing in the room, or it's just meant to look like lava.
It's meant to look like lava.
Okay, so there's no actual like rivers
No.
running and lava flow. It's all painted and sculpted to look as if these things are happening.
Correct.
Yeah, at miniature scale.
Right.
So the boulder that the village people were pushing up the hill here, is that something that we can interact with and pick up? And does it look like it fits in here?
Let me try and figure out real quick.
Yeah.
Hang on,
Just Kind
hang
of
on.
walk around the.
Oh,
Oh,
don't.
Stop. Stop
oh
where you're at.
Lord.
We didn't perceive anything.
You know who didn't
All
go into
right.
the room very far? This guy.
Good job.
All right. So where
He's
are you
learning.
standing, Krios? You are northwest of the hill. Yeah?
I'm learning from you guys how to be a better adventurer.
Yeah, that would be northwest.
To the north of the hill is a putrid, bubbling marsh where figures strive to keep their heads above
There you go.
the surface. I also didn't get to finish what I was saying. Is okay? While this is happening, I'm gonna walk around the room and perceive more.
Mm-hmm. You can perceive while you're walking around the room, but you're still gonna step where you're stepping. You feel short of breath while you're in that area.
Like this northern area, you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, can I walk back this way and it goes away?
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna turn to everybody else and be like, wow, so there's something took my breath away as I approached the marsh over there.
Now you're west of the hill.
So Allie is currently in the marsh.
Well, he was, and now he's west.
It'd be easier
this
if
the
we
marsh
actually
here?
had like squares marked as what was what.
In the western end of the room is a region of burning sands. So now you're stepping in an area of burning sands.
I thought you
So
said
that-
these were paintings, not actual.
It's
Lava.
a diorama.
They were diorama,
It
so they're
is.
sculpted in miniature.
I mean, okay.
and it's
so,
like painted on the floor and stuff like
so
that.
if we're being honest, before I even got to here, you're saying that when I got here, I should have felt burning from the burning sands. Or here, whatever.
Well, and also, doesn't that mean that we're all standing in something right now? Like we're all around.
I'm just
this thing.
I'm just kind of confused.
Where are the
Well,
areas? here?
that's why when you make broad stroke moves, it's hard for me to keep track of where you move. So I just kind of looked and saw that you were somewhere and applied where you were at. Allie, when you
Okay.
step into this area of the desert area, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. So you feel like your nose is about to start bleeding, but it doesn't.
So
All
like
right, I'm just
western
going back
area.
over here.
So I will also need you to make a Constitution
can
saving
you?
throw.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm in the grassy plains. Con save.
Oh, well, if you're in the grassy plains, let me see. There's so much stuff going on this.
I critically failed. My token is officially here. I'm going to move it right here just so I can see the whole room to draw in the stuff. trying to help us decide.
Yeah, this map
decipher.
wasn't drawn very well. If they intended to have like area of effect stuff all over the place,
They really should have added that onto the.
you don't see any detail
Yeah.
of any of the areas around it. Obviously, not your fault, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
so your nose starts to bleed. You take 1 damage.
Me?
Yep.
Okay, that failed con save.
Yep.
I want to walk to the grassy, this corner of the grassy plain. I want to walk out. I feel the nosebleed. I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta get to the Elysian Fields, and I walk over to the
Make-
grassy plains.
Make a charisma saving throw. Is Allie in the grassy plains as well?
I don't know where to be anymore. So yeah, I guess I am.
My guess is to be on the cobble pathway.
What is, the cobble pathway is if I'm in a square with the red.
With the
Dotted
red
line
dotted
is it?
line.
Yeah.
Okay. That's where I would like to be, but I will make a
I forgot about the cobble path.
charisma save.
Yeah, you guys wandering all over, and I've just been sitting on a cobble path.
I'm just
haven't been
like-
asked to make a single save.
So I was in the burning stuff here, so I made the save. So then I was like, okay, I'll be over here. But now the burning stuff is over here, so I'm just like, okay, I want to be not in the stuff.
Yeah, they really should have had a better picture for this. If they're gonna do all that descriptive bullshit.
Yeah, it's weird to me that
Wizards-
they draw the hill, but they don't draw like any of the other.
Yeah,
things.
yeah, that they don't make any kind of notes
Especially
of
as it-
where's
as a-
what.
Yeah. So grassy plains.
I made a 22. Did I save at least? There's like a poppy.
Yeah,
field.
you're safe.
We're gonna
I'll
spend
say
all
what
night.
happened if you make the save. Yeah, you definitely make the save. Both of you.
Okay, I realize at this point my mind has realized what's happening, and I wander over to the cobblestone path.
There you go.
There it is. I figured it out.
Well, and I'm going to
Okay.
continue along the cobblestone path and follow
I'm
up
a-
on my previous question.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow
So
right down
can I
the
pick-
boulder.
Can I pick up the boulder? And if I can, I would like to put it in this hole.
That hole is actually a hole in the ceiling.
I was gonna say, is there even a hole?
What?
I don't see a hole it described in the thing.
That's a hole in the ceiling?
From which light is coming.
Yeah, there's above the hill, the center of the ceiling.
So
is a
can I
glowing
place the
spot
boulder
that
below
illuminates
the glow
the
or in the
thing.
glowing spot then?
Okay, can I help Rydell just push the boulder up the hill, just onto the hill,
It looks like the boulder, you can't really move it. It's like,
glued down?
yeah.
Okay, I want to follow this path to where it ends. I walk to the end of the path. I stay on it, but I just walk to the edge. It looks like it ends on the hill.
It does.
So I
Let's see what
walk to the
happens.
edge of the path. Do I notice? Do I perceive the hill? I guess I perceive everything from atop the hill. God damn these puzzles! Turns out there's no puzzle here. We're just meant to walk through and enjoy the show.
Yeah, I enter a room and I'm like, oh, there's a hole in the floor. I'm sure something goes in there. And it's like, nope.
All
It's
these
just-
descriptors.
It's just
and
a
you're just
roof.
meant-
It's just a roof light.
Turns out there is nothing to do here. We just walk through, and the rest of it was just there for flavor. Nice, a 10. Well, there it is, guys.
Yeah, you feel like with a little bit of help, you could be boosted up and climb up into that hole.
Right now, get up here.
Hey, right out.
Sounds like a
Give him a
brilliant idea.
boost.
All right.
No, I'm gonna boost you
so-
right now. I'm gonna boost
Oh
you
hell
up
no!
there.
Nope. You were going up there, not me.
All right, I do this. I'm like, guys, I have an idea. Right now, give
I'm
me a
in
boost.
full plate. The chances of you lifting me into a hole is slim to none.
Okay, you lift me into a hole, then.
So, want me to give an athletics check for this?
Yeah, sure. Don't
Well.
fuck up.
don't. Great.
You definitely try to lift him up, and because you're trying to stay on this like path, you don't quite get the greatest grip that you want. I'm not gonna say that he falls, but you don't lift him either. Like
you drop
you're like,
me into
oh,
the burning.
you,
Right,
drop me
okay.
into the burning
you're like,
sands.
I give him like a tug. I give him a tug, and I was like, "Damn, you're heavier than
Oh.
you look." And then I
it's his
try.
ego.
It's the carbs.
There you go. You're able to lift him up in there. So Allie's continuing up the road. I see this. Good job, Allie. At this point, y'all can just say you like stay on the road until you stay off the road. I'm okay with y'all. Y'all have figured out what's going on. Yeah, y'all definitely lift him up into that hole. Are you kind
So
of?
we're all here. Am I still the one going in the hole?
Yeah, you're lifted up into the hole
Oh, what do
already.
you see in the hole?
What do I see in the
Let's
hole?
see. Covered in webs, and the chute steeply inclines. And as you kind of like peek your head in, you're not surprised by this, but a spider is going to try and bite you and miss.
In the face. Wonderful. But you got putting your head in strange holes.
If you were surprised, it would have hit you.
Mama always said, Christopher, don't go putting your head in strange holes now. Now I see what she was talking about. I scream out, ah, crap, spiders.
No, not spiders. You see it now. It's a big spider.
Oh, like a larger than average spider.
Yes.
Got it. Oh, fuck! Giant spider. Pull me down.
All right, I'll catch him as he scrambles out of the chute.
I'm having a bad time. Does a spider come down with me? Are we?
No. Spider scurries away.
Oh, Jesus, that
Okay,
was
good.
terrible.
Well, in that case, then let's go check out what this is. That like a door or a button? We
That's a
didn't
door.
check.
That's
I feel
the
like
door.
we should probably just. It's another room that we've come into and then just walked right through the end.
We should have for sure just done that.
I'm gonna go over to the door, following the path.
Okay.
I'm tired of these pseudo puzzle rooms, or they're actual puzzles and we're just not smart enough to solve them. That's probably the more likely scenario.
Nah, Christopher's a puzzle master.
Yeah, opening the door.
Yes.
All right, so things and stuff are happening. Beyond the door is a modest-sized room with a lumpy pile of earthy material in the middle of the floor. Across from the door, in the southeast corner, a glazed flask rests on a small shelf. In the northwest and northeast corner are two more shelves on which rests a small urn and a thin stone cylinder.
And I guess I'll step into the room. Lovely.
Oh, that's that Gibbering
Uh-huh.
Mouther?
What? When any creature starts into the room, the pile of earth, which is a Gibbering Mouther, the original appearance of the Gibbering Mouther,
Nice.
opens one eye and then another until many eyes of different shapes and sizes stare at the prey. All about the eyes are fanged, drooling mouths that begin a cacophony of babbling. The creature attacks. So we're gonna need some initiative.
Yeah.
From all of us, or only the ones that are closer to the door, or
From all of
I
us.
will let all of y'all roll.
okay.
And Assault, you may have to roll again to get it on the tracker. Nope, I got it.
Yeah, I figured. We'll edit that to a 7.
I think I get to go first, right?
Yeah, golf rolls.
Dude, that point one really made the difference.
Kraus goes first. Joking. All right, Christopher.
So what
You go
do I
first.
even
You
like?
c-
I guess I just hear it because I can't. It's like a single doorway, so I really can't see.
So yeah, you hear just a bunch of gibbering and weird cacophony of sounds coming from in there, and you see that your paladin friend looks kind of confused.
Confused at what I'm looking at. Yeah.
I guess I yell to Krios to Rydell. Bro, what's all that noise though? What's up with that?
All I know is it's got a lot of eyes and mouths, and it's really loud.
Okay, I'm just gonna pass turn.
So it's Rydell's turn.
Is that supposed to be like difficult terrain or something?
Yes. The ground in a 10-foot radius around the Mouther is dough-like difficult terrain. Each creature that starts its turn in the area must succeed a DC strength saving throw or have its speed reduced to 0 until the start of its next turn. So yeah, you're good. You got difficult terrain. Each creature that starts its turn within 20 feet of the Mouther and can hear the gibbering must succeed a wisdom saving throw. Okay, you're good.
Okay, I'm
You
gonna
can do the rest of your turn as normal.
gonna move over here. All right, and then from here, I'm going to attack Mouther,
That's gonna hit. All right,
and again.
also gonna hit. All right.
And then end turn.
So Basalt, I need you to make a strength saving throw,
Okay.
and then I also need you to make a wisdom saving throw. You are also good.
Cool. I'm gonna go up here. Let's just go reckless power attack. Oh, well, that doesn't hit.
Nope.
All right. Second. Okay, yep, it's a 12. Because for some reason it's on super advantage. So that misses as well, I assume.
12 hits.
Oh, a 12 hits? God damn. 22.
Is that it?
Yep.
So it is going to try and it's gonna like spit something right here in between both of you. I need both of you to make a dexterity saving throw. Riddell, you're good. Basalt, you're also good. And then it's gonna try and attack Basalt, and I barely hit you.
All right.
So 21 piercing damage,
Yeah.
Jesus.
and besides the curse, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
All right, you're good.
All right. Good on both.
Damn, this thing hits like a tank.
Yeah.
Yep.
Apparently. God
Oh
damn.
yeah. Oh yeah. Krios. Good thing you get giving everybody bonuses to saving throws, and y'all are rolling really well.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, I was gonna
bonuses
say,
to
I
saving
haven't even need to
throws?
mention it because everybody's making such high throws so far.
Oh.
Yeah,
But
you add.
everybody in my range gets +3 to saving throws.
Oh, okay, good.
It's kind of hard to tell because there's a disco going on right now.
Yeah.
Only you
gotcha.
and me are in it right now, but they'll be in it soon.
All right, so Krios, at the start of your turn, you need to make a wisdom saving throw. You're good.
That's what the green represents.
Yes.
Okay.
So the green is wisdom, the brown is difficult terrain, and the purple blue is Rydell.
Oh, I thought the brown was a strength save.
That's what I'm saying, is strength save and difficult terrain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're 2 in 1 aura there. I know, it's a lot to keep track of.
Guess I'm gonna walk in here.
So now you need to make a strength saving throw.
I guess so. This yellowy color is the brown that we're talking about,
Yeah.
and then what's this like brown? Like, is this not difficult terrain, or is everything in there difficult terrain?
So you see the color that's 2 squares right outside the door, like right here and right here.
Okay, so I see a line that divides here, and then
Right.
it's like this.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So where Christopher's standing in is the wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Where the brown side outside the door, that's the
strength
difficult terrain,
saving
and the yes, and the square you drew is Rydell's aura.
like that we're in here. Oh, I see. It's discoloring. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
why.
I just wanted to make
+3
sure that this wasn't
saving
different.
throw.
So all of this in here is difficult terrain now.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll make a strength saving throw for that. Okay.
Your movement speed becomes 0 whenever you walk into that area.
Okay.
you
So
know
I'm
that
here
unfortunately.
then.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
Shift blade.
I'm going to cast Bless on all of us. That's a second level. That's using a second level spell slot. Is he within 10 feet? I think he is, technically.
Yeah.
So we'll hit him with the roar. So he needs to make a DC 14 wisdom saving throw. It needs to make a DC 14 wisdom saving throw.
14 on the dot.
And that's my turn? Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Christopher, I need a wisdom saving throw. We're going to edit that out, and we're going to start with your wisdom saving throw, which is good.
Do I make that strength save the minute I walk where Krios is? Is that right?
Yeah.
I guess I'll step here for a second and make that strength save. So I can't attack unless I can see the monsters. So add
Right, you're safe.
15.
You are safe because of the bless.
Yay.
So I can keep moving.
Correct. It is difficult terrain, though.
That's fine. I only need to get to here. I'm gonna cast Firebolt at the Gibbering Mouther. Oh, that just rolled damage. Ignore that. I rolled the wrong thing. Sorry. I wanted to cast it.
Seem very
Okay.
confident.
So 26, and then you can take the 6 damage from earlier. That would be fair.
Is that it?
I believe so. Yeah, I don't have any bonus actions right now, so
Right the hell? Make a
ready?
strength saving throw.
Yeah.
you.
Make a wisdom saving throw. Add a d4.
Uh,
You're good.
sweet.
Bless saved you again.
It's a good thing we got it then.
Uh,
I'm gonna go ahead and power attack.
All right.
You can add a
It's gonna hit.
D4 to your attack split too, by the way, if you need to.
3, and then do it again.
That's gonna miss.
Well, even with a +4.
Yeah, see if you roll a +4.
Nope, never mind.
Wait, a 21 missed?
He rolled a 5.
A
Oh,
5.
His second
Oh,
attack was a 5.
I was thinking that was the damage
I'll
roll.
go ahead.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and use inspiration on that. Then.
21 just straight up misses.
It's like,
Oh boy.
A 7 misses. So you're,
Wait.
you
Hold
know,
on. Oh
what
yeah.
are
You don't roll
rolling
again,
a
you-
D8 for your attack roll? Like, jeez.
Do I not get a D4 on the second roll?
you only
You-
roll the d20 once. Like you,
Oh,
you don't.
okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Darn. Okay, so yeah, I'm done.
All right. Basalt. I need a strength saving throw.
Wow.
With a +3 with a D4.
So a 13?
Well,
How is it 13?
well, +3
It's
is 12.
+3.
And +1.
And then
Oh,
plus
because of the aura.
one?
Because of the aura. Because of
Yeah.
the aura.
Yeah, it's technically
Uh,
a 13, even though it's a 1.
Your speed is 0.
Okay, what happens when you fail?
Your speed is 0.
Oh.
Wisdom saving throw.
You don't get
Give me a second.
advantage on strength saving throws, right? You just get advantage
No,
on
it's
strength checks.
dexterity saving throws.
That's a
15,
18.
and then, yeah, 18 total.
Yeah, you're good.
God,
Jesus
the amount of-
Christ.
Yeah. I mean, it's a +6. That's pretty huge.
Yeah.
On top of that, it's pretty ridiculous. All right. Let's just go reckless power attack again. Oh, that's just a regular reckless attack. That's my bad. -5 on that, so it'd still be like a 23.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
no,
you
you're
can-
good.
Yeah, plus you
Okay,
could add a
end him.
D4 to it.
+10. Then it's just
Here's the damage then, 24.
Yeah, you end him. He's
Thank
done.
God.
The gibbering stops.
Silence the voices.
I just don't want to get hit again. That's also true. Motherfucker took a real good chunk out of me.
Where did it go?
He just
It
threw it
died.
off the map.
Oh, we killed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I
The
was
gibbering
like,
has stopped.
the way you, I'm like, did it just like fly out of a hole in the wall? It's gone.
Instead of just deleting them, I usually just drag them off the map. That way, if I need to reference them later, I can just click on them.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you.
so we're gonna search the room then.
Yeah, sure. All right, so in this room, so you find a flask that is a dried potion, kind of like the ones you found before, where you probably have to add something to it to get like the benefit of it. Then the stone cylinder is some sort of magical item. You can tell it's magical just by, handling it.
So we grab the flask and the stone cylinder then.
Wonderful. So all this diorama bullshit to find a Gibbering Mouther for that.
The original Gibbering Mouther, mind you.
The original Gibbering Mouther. I do like the new art for it.
All right, well, if we're walking back to this room, make sure you stay on the path.
I think there's no other way out, right? We had to walk back to the room.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So stay on the path when you do.
And there were no other doors here, so I guess we go back to the secret door.
I mean, unless you want to go play with the spider again.
I'm good. Just cast Fireball into the hole.
All right, so Krios, are you going with the rest of the group?
Yeah.
So secret door number 1.
Secret door number 1. Going in.
I like how he's the one that goes in first.
Well, yeah. We keep
Yeah.
trying to tell him otherwise.
Christopher's very headstrong. His overwhelming undeserved confidence is going to be his downfall.
All right.
I come to a door. I'm like, hey, Krios, door. I back up.
I'll open the door. Bathtub. Lady, this
Not
is a
quite.
bathtub.
An amber haze drifts in this room, which is unoccupied. Strangely shaped and colored mirrors hang on the walls, and a large oblong stone basin stands in the middle of the floor. The basin is about 10 feet long, 5 feet wide, and 3 feet tall. It is filled with a streaming golden liquid. The red mirror on the eastern wall seems to be composed of fiery glass and framed in bronze. Light beams are broken by the mirror into myriad flames, and ghostly shapes seem to flicker in the depths. On the northern wall are 2 mirrors, a striking black one of obsidian frame in lacquered wood, and a stark white mirror with wrought iron frame. The black mirror has a distinctive earthly odor, in the blackness of a subterranean cavern, but it seems of crude construction and reflects objects only when they are close to it. The white mirror has a pungent odor of nutmeg and spice, and its depths are gelid and smoky. Gelid?
I think
What
And
do
its
we
jelly.
get?
depths and its depths are gelid and smoky.
Hmm.
The mirror that hangs on the western wall is in a stone frame and is blue in color. Reflections in the mirror ripple as if the viewer were looking into a pool of water.
Apparently it's pronounced
Jellied.
jellied, and it means icy and extremely cold.
Got it.
Thank you, Google, for that. God, I want to mage hand the
I like how we were all doing the same thing. I was googling the pronunciation too.
to jellied.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast mage hand, and I'm going to attempt to touch the surface of the white mirror with the mage hand. I want to see if the hand goes through it or if it's actually solid.
Oh, it's solid.
Okay, so it's like it is glass. Like the hand like doesn't pass through. It's not a portal. That's basically the question: is it a portal if the hand passes through?
It does not pass through,
Okay. Does anything
and
happen
it
when it
looks
touches it?
yes. So it looks like wait, are we in the right mirror?
A
It
white
just says
mirror.
on northern
right
wall are
view.
2 mirrors. Doesn't say which one is where.
Okay, so yeah, that's the black mirror. So
Oh, this is the black one?
yeah.
Then I'll go in that one then.
So okay, so you specifically want the white mirror, not the one that was in front of you.
I specifically want the white mirror. Yes, the cold mirror.
Okay, sorry.
I want the Christmas mirror. Nutmeg and spice. Come on, hot cocoa.
So yeah, you're gonna press up against it, and the mirror is gonna kind of like jiggle a little bit.
The mirror giggles.
Jiggles
Got it. Yep, that makes sense.
as
As mirrors do.
yeah.
Yeah. Giggling mirrors fairly common in Faerun.
As we're gonna do another combat.
With okay. That okay. The thing that happened.
Well, darn.
Thing that happened.
Well, guys, I thought they were portals to Christmas World. Said Nutmeg and Spice. Thought we are going to meet Santa Claus.
Holy shit.
Krios, do you want
Nice
to fix your
rolls.
dice?
It's your second. What initiative? Not that I'm rolling that much better, but
So this thing's gonna start to like come out. So I'm just moving your hand a little bit.
I don't
There.
really need the hand. You could technically get rid of
Oh,
it.
okay.
I
got it.
didn't want to touch the mirror with my own hand in case it.
I don't blame you. Basalt, you see this thing?
Christopher is learning.
You see this thing like jiggle and kind of like ooze out of what was a mirror.
Jiggle, 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 jiggle. Yeah.
is it like, does the mirror become it, or is the mirror still there?
You think it is the mirror.
But it smelled like nutmeg and spice and was gelid.
All right. I guess I will enrage.
All right.
A 1. It has to make a Constitution save.
I rolled a 19.
Okay, it made it. And then
If it helps speed it along.
Yes, no, it made it. It made it. But I get 12 temporary hit points. All right.
Oh,
So
Less.
I'm gonna pop up here.
Is that like a 1
me
minute thing or a 10-minute thing?
What?
Bless is a 1 minute.
Oh,
So
okay.
bless is
Yeah,
over.
yeah. The bless is over. All right. Reckless power attack. Oof. 12.
It hits.
All right. 21.
Dungeon's got a lot of low AC creatures in it, luckily.
23.
Hang on.
17.
Hang on.
Okay.
When you hit it the first time, it splits into 2.
Okay.
This is like a Minecraft slime where we have to bisect it enough times before it poofs.
Something
I've
like
not
that.
played Minecraft, so
Basically, there's big slimes, and then you cut it down into 2 or more slimes, and then they go into small slimes.
all right. So now what are you doing with your second attack?
I was just gonna attack the one closest to me. So it was a 23.
That one also splits.
Oh, they look like little baby slimes.
Well,
I'm sure
hopefully
they're
I'm not
that
making this
actionable.
worse, but
It'll
All right.
be fine.
That's the end of your turn,
yes, sir.
Christopher.
Okay. Yellow. I mean, I don't know this, but yellow ochre, right?
Sure.
Outside of the game, Christopher doesn't know this. I recognize the artwork.
It is a white yellow ochre.
A white yellow.
It's an unusually colored ochre jelly.
I hate because I do that splitting bullshit.
I mean, surely they can only split so many times, right?
But you actually can't kill them. They just get so small they become ineffective. I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no,
He was believing you there for a second.
I know. I'm thinking magic missile because they'll do. I can hit.
Magic. Yes.
I don't know if I do it at second level at first. I'm gonna curse that first level. So that's 1, 2,
Where are they headed?
3. One for each of the ogre. One for each of the remaining ogres. It's 3 spells, right?
Okay, which one was the second one?
The 2.
Yeah, which
First two will go to the 2 small ones, so 4 and 2, and then the last one will go to the larger one. So go small, small, big. So you can decide which of the 2 small ones.
All
Okay,
right.
and then I will move over to here, just to put a little damage on everybody. Sprinkle it out.
All right. One of those is going to be a crit
Oof,
from the big guy.
oof, oof.
How far are we away?
20 feet? I think
Yeah, I'm
what you
gonna
need
go
is
ahead.
30 feet.
Correct. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and use that.
All right. So instead of a crit, it's a normal hit for 10 bludgeoning and 4 acid damage.
And when we long rested, I'm assuming we woke up at dawn.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That's the easiest way to track it.
It just didn't automatically refresh my charges, so I wanted to make sure.
Okay. So 10 bludgeoning, 4 acid damage.
Dawn of the 3rd day.
Oh, that's a failed wisdom saving throw. Silas, I think you're muted, maybe, if you're talking.
Yes, I used my inspiration to re-roll it,
Oh,
and it was
no.
still failed. So
So
Less
he
inspiring.
failed. All right.
Oh, he just failed his curse. Oh boy.
And I'm over
And-
Back
here.
away from him.
One of the small ogres is going to hit you for 9 bludgeoning and 6 acid damage. And the third one's going to miss. Right, Del?
I don't really want to get close to him.
Yeah, it's probably for the best that you don't.
Yeah, so
Well,
he
so-
kind of looks angry, and there's like this shadowy flame around him as he enrages.
So okay, so party tactics. So I mean, do we need to knock him out to deal with this curse, or
I don't
remove
remember
curse?
what the curse
Just-
said.
so you just need to not be within my line of sight.
But how long does the curse last until you can't attack
If I
someone?
can't attack someone, it drops off.
So it's all just leave the room and close the door, and Basalt can finish the ooze.
Well, the question is, can he finish those before without dying?
All right, Rydell, what are you doing?
I'll go ahead and try and Sacred Flame the big one.
It fails its saving throw.
Nice.
Anything else?
And then I'm gonna leave the room. I'm gonna go out the hallway.
Krios?
You just
Hey, that's me. Right now, you hook off. You're running away.
Yeah, because he's berserk right now.
I've gone berserk.
I know.
Ah,
I just can't believe you're gonna leave our friend here.
He'll be fine. He
Famous
just needs
last
to calm
words.
down a little bit.
He needs some meditation time.
Let's do Toll the Dead on the big oak. Well, let's do it on this small ochre. Sorry, it just needs to be DC 14 Wisdom save.
All right. Got rid of one of them.
Oh, okay.
It only had like 1 health.
Yeah, okay, I gotcha.
I mean, my vote's you leave the room and shut the door. Where Christopher's stuck in there with him.
watch out.
No,
boy.
you wouldn't do that, man. You wouldn't.
Christopher
do
has to dive into the golden liquid tub.
That could be a thing. Yeah. I rise out a god.
That does not sound like a good idea.
I think a golden bath. It's like a golden shower, but more
It's a
passive.
steaming golden bath, though. So
Yeah.
it's
It's
hot.
like a golden shower, but more passive.
Right, are you doing anything else?
No, but I don't want to just leave.
That's
Seems
the only way to get him done hot berserk, though.
Yeah, he has to have no one to attack to calm down.
so I'll stand here and be ready to close the door when old Christopher gets out.
All right. Basalt?
all right. I'm attacking the big slime.
Okay.
That's
So
the
he-
random decision.
Okay, so you randomly rolled that.
Yeah.
I have to. I do not get to pick. As
Right,
long
right.
as there's a target closest to me, I will attack them. If there are multiple, it's random. So I just rolled a d2 to decide which one I was gonna attack.
What's the radius of his curse as far as how
60
far
feet.
away? Oh fuck. Okay,
So
so I can't just like hide in a
60
corner.
feet or out of sight of a lot.
reckless power attack.
Yeah. So the whole room. It's only 45 feet
Yeah.
across.
23
Alright.
on the big one. 19. Does it split?
It does not split.
Oh, is it just dead?
Yep.
Okay. Reckless power attack, the small one. 23.
You hit, and you get rid of it.
Okay.
Well, he's out of attacks now, right?
And I come here.
But he's out of attacks though, right?
Yes, I cannot attack you, but I can run at
You
you.
get
Okay,
an
but
attack of opportunity. You.
Yeah, right. Not if I use my action to disengage.
All right. So Christopher.
Yeah, just disengage and dive through the door.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess Krios is ready to shut it behind me. He said,
Yeah.
or I'll shut it behind me. Either way.
Yeah, you can shut it. Yeah.
Yeah, I dive through and pull it close behind me.
All right. Rydell.
Yeah, I was just moving down here just so I could see people.
Krios.
The door is shut, correct?
Yes, door is shut.
Maybe like bar the door or something. You know, like just
Does it
like,
does it
something.
open into the room or out into the hallway?
It opens towards you.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna tell everybody else behind me to help me hold the door.
I use my strength of 8 to help hold the door closed. Christopher, you're pulling. You're supposed to be pushing.
All right, Basalt.
Now we just have to wait.
I'm gonna slam my axe into the door, and that'll
Wait,
pretty much.
wait. Yeah, because he's out of
The-
line of sight, right? So that should end it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's-
I'm gonna slam the axe, and then it'll pretty much be a calm down after that.
Yeah, he's gonna take his like full round just attacking the door, and
He's
y'all
like-
are struggling like keep it closed.
Puffing
And then
panting
like
the whole
he
time.
breaks a piece of the door off, and he peeks his head in, and he's like, "Here's Basalt."
But that means he can see us now.
But that's after the rage is over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
My
yeah.
whole thing is I ran up, I slammed the axe into the door, and then I started breathing.
Yeah, no.
I'm just like, Basalt, buddy, you have got to work on your emotional control, man.
That was fun.
I have some
It works
meditation I
out.
can teach you for that.
That was terrifying.
Yeah, I was real nervous. I was like, oh shit. Why does everything I touch try and kill me? That's the
You didn't even touch that one.
I mage handed the freaking
Touched it with
mirror.
his mage hand.
Yeah, he touched it with his mage hand.
Touched it with my good hand.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget to roll nat 20 on the like and subscribe buttons. And we'll see you next time.